Hello, everyone listening to me now. I bring greetings to all of you. I want to discuss an important issue now that concerns every one of us who is described as a Nigerian, whether you agree to be a Nigerian or not. I want us to discuss an issue now, and that is the forthcoming public hearing of the Senate Committee on the Amendment of the Nigerian Constitution and how it affects all of us. I know that some people are kicking against it. Some people said there's no need to amend that constitution, but to pull it down entirely. I agree with them that the constitution is fraudulent, is defective, it does not reflect our will. But the thing is, when there is a fraudulent constitution or when there is a faulty foundation of a building, how do we correct it? There are two ways. Either you pull down the building, like a building structure that is standing on a wrong foundation, on a fault foundation, on a defective foundation. There are two ways to do it. Either you pull the building down and start afresh, or you use engineering remedial works to now reinforce the foundation so that it can stand. Then you can now do all kinds of amendments to that structure and it will still stand. So when you consider the Nigerian situation, it's like Nigeria is like a building on 36 floors, 36-story building with a penthouse they call FCT, or Federal Capital Territory. So look at Nigeria, just consider that you have a 36-story building with a penthouse, and now it is standing on a false foundation. What do we do? Should we pull it down, pull the structure down, or should we find a way to remedy it? Now, you consider a lot of factors. If you pull it down, consider the people that will be affected, the lives that will be destroyed. If you pull down a 36-story building, consider the refugee crisis. Consider a lot of things that will happen. The economic crisis, the political crisis, so many things that will happen. So what do you do? Just like an engineer, a structural engineer will be able to find a solution to remedy the faulty foundation. So also we think there is a remedy in the Nigerian situation. That's why we're talking about restructuring by devolution of power to the regions. Now, what constitutes the structure of Nigeria, by the way? It's actually sections 2 and 3 of the constitution. That is actually what built Nigerian structure. Section 2 that says Nigeria shall be a federation, Nigeria shall be indivisible and indissoluble nation to be known as Federal Republic of Nigeria. So that area says Nigeria shall be indivisible and indissoluble, and that now takes away our right to decide whether to be Nigerians or not, whether to divide or not divide, whether to exercise our right to self-determination or not. So if we amend that section now to say Nigeria shall be indivisible and indissoluble sovereign nation to be called Federal Republic of Nigeria, without prejudice to the right of the federating units in the exercise of their right to self-determination. In other words, guaranteeing these federating units the right to self-determination under Section 2. That now restores our sovereignty. So you can exercise your right to self-determination anytime you want. Any federating unit can now exercise that right. So if Section 2 of the Constitution is amended the way I'm saying it now it restores our sovereignty that was stolen by the military. So it's like a remedial work an engineer does to strengthen the building from collapsing. Then Section 3 that says Nigeria shall consist of states. They mentioned 36 states. Now we can now change Section 3 to say Nigeria shall consist of regions. The 6 regions: southeast, south, southwest, northeast, northwest, north central. The 6 geopolitical regions. We can now say under Section 3 that Nigeria shall consist of 6 regions. We may not, the states are already created, we may not touch them. We can say Nigeria shall consist of the 6 regions consisting of the states already created in the different regions. So that the parliament of each region will now decide on what to do with those states. Each regional parliament can decide to turn those states into districts or councils. They know what to do. So now we devolve power to the regions. The regions now begin to govern themselves, begin to make laws for the regions. So it's like we are now saving the building from collapse. Then every region will now govern itself with its own laws, have their own parliament to pass laws. And at the time when the region decides to pull out of Nigeria, It is a regional parliament that can pass the bill of referendum for the people to vote yes or no, whether to remain in Nigeria or to pull out. So you can see why we are talking about legal method of self-determination, going through the legal process, going through the parliament, getting the bill passed, but you cannot pass that bill in Abuja as it is now because the constitution is skewed against us. We don't have sufficient votes in Abuja to pass the bill of referendum. But if we get regional autonomy first, regional parliament, our regional parliament can pass the bill of referendum for the people of the region to vote in a referendum, yes or no, either to remain in Nigeria or to pull out. That is why we're asking you to support our quest for self-determination by due process of law, starting with the devolution of power, restructuring Nigeria by devolution of power to the regions. That is the best alternative at this moment. And I call upon all of you to support this, our project, until the end of it. And every person will be happy when we achieve this. Thank you for listening to me. I'll come again by next time, tomorrow or next. You will still hear me again as I speak on other issues concerning the right to self-determination. Goodbye for now.